How's it going, everybody? I'm Wildman Wes.
And I'm Jefe.
And welcome to another edition of What's Your Poison? We have 4 more beers in store for you, and let's see exactly what is in store. We've got, for round number 1, I'm going to start this off, we have Good Kiss from Obscurity Brewing in Elburn, Illinois. We've had stuff from them before. This is a Braggart IPA.
Yay, Braggots! Braggot, if you have not remembered, is a mix between a mead and a beer. My favorite one from them was Toast City. I bring it up every single time we talk about Obscurity. It was a Hefeweizen Braggot. It was very, very tasty. This being an IPA Braggot, I'm very curious. It just says it's made with their buckwheat honey mead. I don't see anything else other like specifically flavor-wise, but it's their mead and IPA. It's
Citric and Mosaic hops. Yep. I mean, standard for your IPAs.
So if we like Citra and Mosaic hop IPAs in general. That's a pretty natural, nice, hoppy, sweet, kind of fruity floral. It smells like IPA.
It smells like IPA.
Yeah, it smells like IPA. I think
it smells a little fruity.
A little bit. Yeah, I think we're gonna get more in the.
Maybe
taste.
it's the sweetness from the honey.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah. That's smooth. Like really well blended together.
Right.
You know what? Actually, so it thins out the body a little bit, but it reminds me of a lighter version of Hop Slam from Bell's, which is their double IPA made with honey.
I don't think I've had that one.
Oh my god!
I'm
pretty sure you have.
I probably had it when we were hanging out one time before we even started doing reviews. That's probably what it was. But I mean, for the life of me, I don't really have a recollection of having it or like remembering as much. But I'll take your word for it.
It's definitely lighter. Did we see an ABV on this?
That one is, I believe,
6.5. Yeah. Which, saying something right now, is the lightest beer we're drinking today.
Yeah, we've got a lot more. There's one we don't have the ABV on, but
we'll get into that.
Yeah, but yeah, this one, I mean, like you said, like for very mellow for an IPA. I mean, because normally, I mean, even on the nose feel, the hops are not as prevalent. It's not going up your sinuses. And
right.
It's not dank.
Right. No, and I think that it being cut with the mead definitely helps with that. I think that the sweetness really did blend well with the hops and those flavors that it was giving off in the first place.
I agree on that one.
I honestly am pretty happy about this. I'd say 4 pals.
4 pals? 4 pals for me. I'm going to say unanimous. We're going to go right. All right. 4 pals. I concur on that, Burp.
Yes.
Well, while we're finishing the rest of this, we still got quite a little bit more to go. We're going to take a quick little break. We'll go on to round 2 with a special beer that we're going to be reviewing. So stay tuned. So for round 2, we have a special beer review. My brother Eric has been making a lot of beers down in Bloomington, Illinois. That is called the Green Dragon Ale series. I've had 1 or 2 of them in the past. They're quite tasty, but we have an exclusive. This is the Valanya Imperial Wheat Ale. His beers from the Green Dragon series are very inspired by The Lord of the Rings. He's a big fan of the series, and not just the movies, but the books as well. So I'm excited for this one. And I'm going to use my cheat sheet real quick just to make sure that I know exactly what's in this beer. It's blonde ale. Let's see, it's got...
So yeah, they call it an Imperial Wheat Ale. He just says it starts off as a blonde ale base, which a lot of beers have a blonde ale base. A lot of sour beers that are made today they start off as a blonde ale base, but then they just change it from there.
It says a lot of it is with coriander and citra hops, so you know we're gonna get definitely gonna be some citrusy there.
Cool.
Probably like an orange rind or orange peel, so to speak, and citra hops, which we had some citra hops in our last beer. So
probably gonna be one of the more common hops that you have in beers in general.
That's dark.
Oh, it's like an amber color.
Dark.
So yeah, compared to other Imperial wheats that I've had, that's very
good.
Some sweetness on
I was going to say I can smell the coriander a little bit on that.
Yeah, very, very herbaceous. Wow.
It smells boozy.
Yeah, it does.
I can live in this right now.
Yeah.
I mean, well, all that drinking is going to be the...
That's very drinkable.
Yep.
Holy cow! Like, that's pretty awesome. I like that a lot. A lot of really good citrus notes. A little bit of herbaceous. Kind of leaves a bit of smoky on the palate, but not like smoky flavor, if that makes sense. Kind of like a smoky.
It's hearty.
Yeah, like what it's doing to your tongue. Like, it's hearty in flavor. It's not trying to punch you in the throat or anything. It's not overpoweringly boozy. It's got a little bit of sweetness from the booziness in there. I'm not getting a lot of booziness, but it definitely has a taste of it.
I mean, I'm sure if you drank a full bottle, you could...
Yeah, there would definitely be a difference, for sure.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Eric,
Yeah.
spot on this one. This is,
Yes.
I mean, this is really good.
That's really good. Yeah, highly recommend.
Yeah. What would you rate this one?
Oh, man. I give it 4.5 pals.
4.5? Yeah.
4.5 pals.
I'm going to be a little biased a little bit. I'm going to say 4 3/4.
There you go.
I mean, I don't want to give it a full 5. I mean, I would, because my brother and all, but at the same time, you know, I'll be fair, to be fair, you know. To be fair. So, yeah, very nice job, Eric, and I look forward to your next batch that you decide to make. Yeah, very nice job. So,
Maybe brew one with this guy.
yeah, I've got a brewing kit that I need to work on.
There you go.
Anyways, now it's time to move on to something outside of the States. 3. So for round 3, from Kingston, Jamaica, we have the Dragon Stout Fire. Okay. There is an original Dragon Stout. I have not had it before, but I had this a while back, and I saved a bottle, and you know what? I think he's going to like this one.
I've never had it before. I like beer I never had before.
It's 10% ABV. It's very dark, very rich, flavorful. Flavorful indeed. Oh, yeah.
There you go. Alright.
There's a lot of notes of chocolate, if my mind serves me right.
Yeah. Ooh, boozy for sure.
Oh, it is very boozy. But...
Oh. It kind of burns the nostrils.
Well, there's a spice to it too, because it's fire. You gonna be alright?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it. A little hint of raisin.
Yep. Raisiny sweetness, kind of like prunes. There's a little kind of spice in there. It doesn't stick around for long.
No.
Definitely sweet though. Definitely sweet. And it's weird because it's like more medium in body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that
raisin. It kind of reminds me more of like a Belgian quad.
Yeah,
That's what it tastes like.
I was gonna say the texture of this very similar to like a barley wine, a little bit.
Yeah, the texture is definitely more like a barley wine.
But the flavor profile, yeah, definitely like a Belgian quad.
Got like licorice and prunes.
That's an interesting combination.
Yeah, that's what I'm tasting is licorice and prunes.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing in your?
I mean, it's not terrible.
Oh.
It's not. I'm not like fascinated by it, but it is definitely unique. It's got some good flavor to it.
It's definitely a palate changer.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, if you definitely want to, because I mean, there are times where we'll cleanse the palate by drinking a little water once in a while.
Right.
But sometimes if you're gonna go to something darker, like even like a stout after like a wheat ale, like or you know, the one like an IPA that we had earlier, this will definitely, I wouldn't say cleanse the palate, but definitely
wreck your palate a little bit.
No, yeah, it is a palate wrecker.
Kind of like.
This dragon said, "Screw you! I'm putting you on fire!"
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, so
hey, Jefe,
boozy, sweet.
I'm a fire in my
fire in my blood. I mean, it tastes good. It is very much. I don't know if I'd ever drink it again. Not against it.
No,
but
it's definitely like one. I mean, I wouldn't. For me, I wouldn't get this at the bar.
Okay.
I would normally, because I would buy the 6-pack probably, and it'd be like a one and done thing. Like you wouldn't be drinking multiple bottles. And I mean, I probably could, but I wouldn't recommend it. But I mean,
10% ABV, prune licorice, boozy sweet.
This is definitely a one and done.
For me, it is. Yeah.
No. I agree with you. I mean, because I wouldn't have more than one, because not necessarily getting rather toasty after 2 bottles or 3 bottles, but I would say that the richness of this will definitely affect your stomach later.
Yeah, that's what
especially if you're talking about licorice and prunes, you might be going to the bathroom with on the crapper.
Interesting. Oh, I mean, it's definitely something I'm glad that we shared.
Yeah,
that'd be a lot to take and sit and drink a full thing of it.
Yeah,
for me.
Understood. I mean, because I'll admit, I remember the last time that I tried this, I actually drank a full bottle, and after a while, I was going, okay, okay. Not necessarily because I was feeling drunk. It was just that my stomach was kind of going.
Just a lot. Yeah.
The sweetness. Yeah. Very much. So, what would you grade this?
I give it 3 pals.
3 pals? Okay.
Yeah, I give it 3 pals.
All right. I was.
Like, was it good? Yeah, it's got a lot of flavor, but I mean, it's, I don't know, like the watery body kind of takes it back a little bit. It's just a lot more flavor than there's like little to no carbonation in there. So it just kind of feels like a malt liquor.
Yeah, I can see that actually. I mean, I agree with you on that. I will say I'm gonna go 3.5 pals because my palate, I don't know what it is. I'm not saying that your palate can't handle it.
No, I definitely see
I think it's more or less it's also digestive wise too.
Sure.
Sometimes somebody's stomach acids don't handle certain alcohol contents like anybody else's. But I think the reason why I'm giving it 3.5 is just that, like I said, it could be a one and done, but at the same time, I dig the flavors, and I mean, even if they do taste like licorice and prunes.
At least to me it does. Just to me it does.
You know what? Hey, I'm not knocking.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now that we're finishing that up, as much as last episode, we cannot end an episode without having our dessert. Okay, so for our 4th and final round today, we have, once again, from Energy City, part of their patisserie series, we have the chocolate-covered banana stout. This is an Imperial milk stout with cocoa, bananas, natural flavors. This one is also 10% in ABV. I've had this one before, I'll be honest with a spoiler alert. It is good.
So I love chocolate and I love bananas, and I've made chocolate banana beers as a mixed beer, but this just sounds amazing.
Because I remember we did mix, what was it, Young's, Young's double chocolate.
Double chocolate with the Wells banana bread, which is now Eagle banana bread,
Oh, yeah. And that is very, very good. But this, we don't have to mix anything. It's
ready to go.
Here we go.
Oh, thanks.
I poured myself, so I wanted to make sure you had some. Sharing is caring. Doesn't that just smell so
creamy chocolate banana?
Chocolate right away, and then banana right after.
It's very powerful. It smells like the banana from like Laffy Taffy though. So I'm sure that they're using a puree, but which is good. I love purees. Purees are the purest form of adding fruit.
Purees.
See, here's the problem with putting in real fruit into the beer. It can create, like I say, most people who are going to add fruit to, say, the mash, they're going to add fruit to where the hops and the wheat and barley and everything, they're all being mixed in, and it's going to mash up, and then it's really going to contaminate your lines a lot. By contaminate, I mean make a big fucking mess. So you think about raspberries, how they break up, they pulp up. Oranges, how they break up, they pulp up. Well, that pulp is going to it's a lot harder to get rid of than, say, your grains and your malt. So then you're transferring that into another tank. Then you're boiling it, and then you're putting it into another tank. So you want to put it in the fermenter. I don't think that fruit should be added until after the beer is already done being made, because it adds more sugars for the yeast to eat. And you're going to either end up with a higher ABV, or you're just going to end up with more funky taste. You don't want to mess up with the base beer, as opposed to adding fruit puree to after it's been fermented.
You just educated me on something that I didn't know.
I'm excited. Let's see where this goes.
All right.
It just keeps going. And it just keeps going. Oh, that flavor is so strong. The banana and that chocolate, super creamy. Like, It doesn't taste like 10%, and that's bad. Yeah,
it's dangerous.
Oh man.
I knew he was going to enjoy this one because when we had the chocolate mint stout for St. Patrick's Day, that one was impressive.
And even before that, the Neapolitan. I'm telling you, I don't know if I've had a bad Energy City beer.
Rating wise?
Oh God, man! I'm sorry. I'm gonna say 5. Yeah, I'm saying 5. It's really, really good.
I knew we were gonna have a 5. I knew we were.
I'm not even gonna argue it. Sometimes I give things like a 4 3/4 because it's just because it runs out and that's a stupid reason, but it's a good reason sometimes.
I believe recently on an episode we said it's not like a beer wasn't a full blown Owen Wilson, it was just a half Owen Wilson, just a wow. This is a wow.
Ka-chow!
Kerplow! Kerplaw! If Owen Wilson was in Braveheart.
Oh my God. Okay.
All right.
That's candy.
Yes, it is. It is so amazing.
That is ice cream soup.
Yeah. You ain't lying, folks. Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you leave a thumbs up. Hey, if you've had some of these beers before, well, there was one you obviously haven't had unless you live in the Bloomington Normal area. Leave a thumbs down if you didn't agree with our reviews. Also, make sure you share on social media, but most importantly, you push that little red button and ring the bell for instant notifications. And while Hefe's licking his chops over here, make sure...
all that flavor on my tongue.
I know. That's what she said. Be sure you check out Beer You, Beer Me on YouTube and TikTok. Give Hefe some love here, folks. Other than that, I'm Wildman Wes.
And I'm Hefe.
And we will see you next time on What's Your Poison? Stay tuned because in a couple episodes, we're going to hit our 200th beer. That's some crazy shit.
Yup.
Indeed. See you soon.